Yes, I can hear you. We're breaking up there for a moment, but I think we're in good stead now. Thank you, Chairwoman Breeden, for the opportunity to share testimony on docket number 1425, in order for a hearing to discuss inadequate delivery services by the United States Postal Service with Mission Hill and other Boston neighborhoods. And thank you to the sponsors of today's hearing, Councilor Durkin, Councilor Santana, and Weber, for shining a spotlight on an issue of vital importance to our shared constituencies. And thank you to the members of the APWU, the American Postal Workers Union, who I was honored to stand shoulder to shoulder with for a day of action last week as they continue to fight for better service and reliability, and for their own rights. And to the hundreds of constituents who have reached out to our office, hundreds, from Mission Hill to Roxbury to Somerville to Grove Hall to Alston Brighton and all across the Massachusetts 7th, thank you for raising your voices and demanding to be heard. The USPS belongs to all of us. It connects us to our family and friends. We rely on it for daily medications and prescriptions, Social Security checks, veterans benefits. Our small businesses rely upon it. I've heard from important community-based organizations and nonprofits who have been unable to meet payroll because they didn't receive the checks that they needed. And it plays a larger role in our elections and the very expression of our democracy. It's critical that at every level of government that we continue to keep the pressure on Postmaster Louis DeJoy as the impacts of his short-sighted efforts to dismantle and to privatize the USPS play out across our communities and impact our neighbors. It's an honor to testify before this esteemed body, a body whose impact I know personally from my 8 years as an at-large Boston City Councilor, to share the challenges that we have heard from community and continue our partnership in improving the working conditions and services that we know USPS can deliver. When the Mission Hill branch was threatening to close, community raised the alarm, and city, state, and our office worked together to avert a crisis that would have impacted hundreds of families. But even when branches remain open, too many constituents from Somerville to Roxbury report that their mail was delayed or not even delivered for weeks. For weeks. And when constituents try to visit branches in person, they find that they are under-resourced and understaffed branches that simply cannot keep up with the need. My team and I have seen this up close and personal. We made an unannounced visit to the Roxbury and Grove Hall branches, and we have seen Postmaster DeJoy's contempt manifested. These deep cuts have impacted staffing levels and in turn impacted service. And it's been a frustrating and demoralizing experience for the workforce as well. All of this is unconscionable. So I've advocated to secure the funding and oversight necessary to restore the integrity of USPS, to hold leadership accountable for its performance, and that I am a member of the House Committee on Oversight and Reform. And I've led calls for necessary reforms, such as ending their two-tiered wage system, stifling hiring, and instead investing in the USPS workforce to restore the standards that guarantee timely delivery for all. In fact, just last month, my colleagues in the Massachusetts delegation and I sent a letter to the Postmaster General outlining the depth of the problem, and their response has been underwhelming and insufficient, to say the least. But we will not let them off the hook. The collective advocacy of the Boston City Council, the APWU, and most importantly, the USPS bosses, the residents of the city of Boston, will keep applying the pressure we need to remove this inept Postmaster General and let the hardworking men and women of the USPS do their duty, which they take tremendous pride in. So thank you for allowing me a moment to share with our constituents direct feedback. And please do consider me your partner in this work going forward. I regret that I cannot join you in person, due to scheduling conflicts. However, a dedicated member of my district office team, Colin Rimmel, is there, and he's been ably representing the office and been point on these issues, engaging the many constituents who have been experiencing inadequate and uneven service delivery. So he is there. Wave your hand, Colin. And we stand ready to continue the fight with all of you for the communities, for the services that our communities deserve.